阿弥陀佛，再跟大家报告一下师尊接下来的法会行程。4月16日下午2点，圣尊将莅临新竹福佑雷藏寺主办的白度母大法会，地点在新竹广隆会馆，灌顶白度母本尊法、环境法、长寿法。4月17日星期一晚上8时，师尊将莅临台中香华雷藏寺开光加持财神殿，灌顶大随求菩萨法。下个礼拜六4月22日，圣尊主坛吉祥天母护摩大法会，讲授道果灌顶吉祥天母总持灌顶，包含吉祥天母本尊法、吉祥天女求财法、吉祥天女息灾法、吉祥天女五色线梦视法、吉祥天女梦通法。4月29日星期六上午9点半有庆祝浴佛节的浴佛活动，当天下午3点恭请圣尊主坛白莲花王护摩大法会，灌顶白莲花王不共大法。4月30日星期日，大灯文化举办庆祝师尊写作50周年创作发表会及感恩晚会，欢迎大家报名参加。 弥陀佛。香华雷藏寺将在6月11日举行放生法会。那么今天他们设有服务处，想要报名的可以今天就在香华雷藏寺报名放生法会。这些报名单在师尊4月17日莅临香华雷藏寺的时候，也会先恭请师尊加持。阿弥陀佛。 阿弥陀佛，迎施主请排班。迎施主的法师现在请排班。阿弥陀佛，迎施主的法师，请赶快带着法器列队排班。迎施主的法师，现在准备列队排班。 阿弥陀佛，这里是台湾雷藏寺，欢迎来自世界各地的弘法人员、贵宾、同门及善信大德前来护持今天圣尊莲生活佛亲临主坛的。欢迎网络上的同门收看网络直播。法会即将开始，我们默念根本上师心咒，祈请根本上师传承大加持。谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。阿弥陀佛，今天的法会主尊狮面空行母，他的手印是必胜狮王印，双手内服，大拇指、中指、小指竖立接触，就像三三印。他的种子字是 tree。狮面空行母的心咒阿嘎萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨马拉亚佩，阿嘎萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨马拉亚佩。阿嘎萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨马拉亚佩，念狮面空行母的心咒要比较轻柔一点，因为它的威力非常的大啊！不要在水边念，这样子会伤到龙王啊！狮面空行母呢，它是真佛宗的第一大护法，那它的威力非常的强大，是莲华生大士的上师本尊及护法。今天师尊的灌顶里面是狮面空行母不共大法及回遮咒的灌顶啊，这个威力都是非常强大的。但是我们最重要的是先降服自己，修行啊是先降服自己，我们自己先把业障消除，这个是最重要的。再跟大家一起来念一下狮面空行母的心咒。阿嘎萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨马拉亚佩，阿嘎萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨马拉亚佩，阿嘎萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨马拉亚佩。通常我们念护法咒都是要非常的威猛有力的，但是念狮面空行母的心咒要稍微轻柔一点，因为它的力量太猛了啊！就大家轻轻的念，阿弥陀佛。 阿弥陀佛。那莲就上师补充啊，就是在师尊结界的地方是可以威猛的念。那师尊的法会现场呢，今天的咒音是比较威猛的，因为师尊已经在法会现场都已经有结界了。那大家自己念的时候可以比较轻柔的念。阿弥陀佛。阿弥陀佛，大家也可以检查一下自己的手机啊，手机先关机。师尊很辛苦啊，师尊师母今天中午就已经莅临台湾雷藏寺了，有很多的法务都需要师尊师母来处理，真的很感恩师尊在这半年来，每一个礼拜都亲自莅临台湾雷藏寺主坛殊胜的护摩大法会。虽然很感谢大家从世界各地前来扶持师尊主坛的大法会，但是整个法会中最辛苦的是根本上师圣尊莲生活佛。我们真的很感恩，从师尊传给我们法，我们才有佛法可以修。然后师尊又讲解了这么多的正念，他的修行的心要口诀，让我们不会走冤枉路，不会走错路，敬师重法实修。感恩大家前来扶持根本上师。那么也请大家记住，我们是一归一，根本上师永远住在我们的头顶，这也是我们修行成就的把握。光是敬师就足以成就这个在师尊的书中，在很多藏密的祖师的故事中，我们都可以看得到的。现在大家可以把心静下来，我们观想狮面空行母的种子字，结他的手印，默念狮面空行母的心咒。阿弥陀佛。 法会即将开始，手机请关机，谢谢大家。真佛宗台湾雷藏寺狮面空行母护国喜灾祈福增益敬爱超度护摩大法会，法会开始，与会大众请起立，恭迎根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛师母莲香金刚上师仁波切及上师团，与会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵根本上师心咒，钟鼓齐鸣。
Today at the True Buddha School Taiwan Temple, our lineage root guru, the founder of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, is presiding over the Simhamukha lion-faced Dakini Homa fire offering ceremony.
Om Guru Len San Sit Di Hum, Om Guru Len San Sit Di
恭请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛上香。
Inviting our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to make an offering of incense. Great homage using visualization for the root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second, to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, half bow. Inviting the Supreme Dharma King, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to ascend to the Dharma throne. Inviting Simhamukha Master Lian-Sheng to take the Dharma seat. Inviting Rinpoche and the Dharma Masters to please take the Dharma seats. Inviting all the reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants to please be seated. First and foremost, we would like to extend our warmest welcome to our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. I'd also like to welcome Simhamukha Master Lian-Sheng. We would also like to extend warm welcome to Rinpoche, all participating Dharma Masters, reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants from all over the world. The offering of Hatha. Let's join our palms with great reverence. And we would like to invite Bhaja Master Lian-Sheng to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
首节莲花童子手
Form
印
Padma Kumara
观想
Mudra.
根本传承上师
And
圣
visualize
尊
our lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to bless us. Recite the root guru long mantra 7 times to pray for lineage blessings.
嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，嗡啊吽咕噜贝啊呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。做四无量观，观想右手
Perform
边
the
有
visualization of the four
左
immeasurables.
手边有
On the right side, from the
七人
father side, on the left side, from the mother side, friends and teachers behind us, enemies and karmic creditors in front of us, around us all sentient beings together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood.
做经行手印。
Wake up call.
恭请圣尊金刚
Inviting His Holiness to perform ceremonial demarcation to bless the prayers, registration forms, homework cards, and all the offerings with Vajra bell and scepter.
念清净咒。
Purification mantras.
玛哈修利修修利梭哈。嗡修德利修德利修摩利修摩利梭哈。嗡瓦兹拉达呵呵吽。南无萨曼多摩多南。嗡嘟噜嘟噜地维梭哈。念招请咒。嗡啊。
Invocation mantra.
嗡啊吽梭哈。嗡啊吽梭哈。
We sincerely invoke the lineage root guru of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, the main deity of the ceremony, Namo Simhamukha Dakini, the True Buddha School lineage gurus, Namo Dharma Buddha, Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas, Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Golden Mother of the primordial Jetpan, the True Buddha School 8 primary deities, Taiwan Lei Tsang temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dharmapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, the Heavenly Fire God, True Buddha Assembly divinities, all Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas. Create homage using visualization, first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth head bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra and visualize the offerings of the ceremony to transform to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, the main deity of the ceremony, the Simhamukha, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Amapalasta, kings and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow us selfless living. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, the Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Reset the mantra. Armor protection. Form Vajraklaps mudra. As you release the mudra, visualize 4 rays of blue lights that transform to become protectors, protecting the cultivators and the ceremony. Inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with Maya. Inviting the assembly to please stand up, and together we are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the fire pit to set ceremonial demarcation around it. to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformation for purification, enhancement, magnetization, subjugation, and further deliverance.
Sattala Sammalaya, Hey, Baka Sammala Sattala
Inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne. Inviting Simhamukha Master Lian-Sheng to take the Dharma seat. Inviting Rinpoche and the Dharma Masters to take the Dharma seat. Inviting all the reference, our distinguished guests and all participants to please be seated.
Simhamukha Satara Samalaya, Hey, Baka Samarata 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 Satara Samalaya, Hey, Baka Satara Samalaya, Hey, Baka Samarata Satara Samalaya, Baka Samarata Satara Samalaya, Hey, 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 Baka Samarata Satara Samalaya Hey 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 Baka Samarata Satara Samalaya
入三摩地
enter into samadhi. Visualize the main deity merges with the Homa fire and with the practitioner. Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing and enter into samadhi for 2 minutes.
初定，加持8大本尊心咒。
Recite that mantras of the 8 principal deities.
Om Bonamo Nindoning Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samoye Soha. Om Zeli Zuli准提Soha. Om Zembala Chalan Chanaye Soha. Om Ah Hom Beza Guru Bema Sidi Hong Se. Om Ah Hong Guru Be. Ah He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Sidi Hong. Dia Ta Om Beka Zia Beka Zia Maha Beka Zia Laza Samo Gadhe Soha。 念佛，南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。回向，愿同念佛者。
Our dedication, may all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying for full generosities from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. Inviting our lineage root Guru to perform the overall merit dedication. Homage to the lion-faced Dakini, Sentongma, Simhamukha. Homage to Ika Jati, Asongma. Homage to Rahura, the Venerable Rahura. We pray to Sentongma to bless all participants. with great health, with all wishes fulfilled, and all calamities transformed into auspiciousness, with strong commitment in spiritual cultivation, and all obstructions disappearing, and all karmic sicknesses disappear, and everything goes according to our wishes and auspicious. We pray to send Dharma to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. We pray to send Dharma to bestow upon all participants with increased good fortunes, with enhanced wisdom and enhanced radiance. We pray to send Dharma to provide the protection boundary and to overcome all the deviant and the evil path and demonic challenges. We pray to send Dharma to bless all participants with auspiciousness during the day, auspiciousness at night, auspiciousness around the clock. Amidst the auspiciousness, we pray to the root guru for the blessings. We pray to the yidam to absorb us, and to the protector to always protect us. We pray to the three great protectors to bless all participants. May all be auspicious and goes according to our wishes. May we live in harmony with love and respect. May we be endowed with abundant provisions. May we enhance our spiritual fruition, our wisdom to beautify the Buddha lands, and may all of our wishes be fulfilled. To the gods of the heavens, gods on the earth, may we be far from all calamities, and may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all enemies and enmities disappear. May all obstructions vanish. Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times. Choosing visualization for the root guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground. Do this mudra, second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground. Yelisa mudra. To all heroes and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground. Yelisa mudra. Fourth head bow. Recite completion mantra.
Om bling, om bling, om mani padme hum. 法会吉祥圆满，感谢师尊为我们主坛这一场狮面空行母护摩大
The ceremony has been completed with perfection, and we are truly grateful to His Holiness for presiding over this Simhamukha, the lion-faced Dakini, Homa fire offering ceremony.
恭请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛传法开示。
Now, with great reverence, we would like to invite our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to transmit the precious Buddha Dharma teaching. First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao-Ming, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao-Ming, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, homage to Master Dubdan Dorji, and homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the Homa today, the lion-faced Dakini, Simhamukha. Simu, Dutton Siddhi Rinpoche, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet, and our participating VIPs today.
中华民国驻瑞典代表处廖东洲大使及夫人 Judy 师姐。
The rep from Taipei to Sweden, Ambassador Daniel Liao and Mrs. Liao, Dharma Sister Judy.
是今天刚到。
And Ambassador Liao just arrived today.
来参加这个法会。
And right away, he came to attend the ceremony. Thank you.
台湾省政府秘书长郑
And the Chief Secretary of Taiwan Government, Mr. Zheng Peifu and Mrs. Zheng.
他们是前景奖。
And they won the Diligent Prize. So for the half year I'm here, they attend every single Saturday. They were never absent. So they won the first prize in Diligent Prize.
苏世仪教授及夫人陈文文女士，谢谢他们。
From Academia Sinica,
中山
Professor
医学
Zhu
大
Siyi
学
and Mrs.
附
Zhu,
设
thank
医
you.
院整形外科主任郑生龙博士，
And the head of the Plastic Surgery Department of the Zhongshan Medical
他
University,
是
Dr.
医好
Zheng
这
Sen
个
Long.
师尊的脚的那个
And it's the
郑医
one
师
who cured my leg, my cellulitis.
那你们这个到中山医院，
If you
只要
go
叫
to
一
the
声老大
Zhongshan
就是他。
Medical College and you call
我
the
要
big
找老大，
brother
就可以找到他。
or the chief, then that would be him.
生活中博士教授团
And through the
及
school
医
scholars
团
group
全体成员，
and the medical group members,
生活中法律顾问
law advisors to True Buddha School, Dharma Sister Jennifer Zhou, Miss Huang, and Mr. Luo. Thank you for your support to the True Buddha Boye, and support to your Miss Jennifer Zhou, or to Attorney Jennifer Zhou. The General Manager of Jingyi Enterprise, Ms. Zhang Yizhen. And from Shenzhen, China, International Boat and Yacht Exchange Center, the President, Wen Huan. And Malaysian Datuk, Kenneth Loy, and family, their daughter Lei Qian. And Malaysian Datuk, Mr. Li Hai-an, and Mrs. Li Qing, and their daughter Li Qi. And the rep to the Council of Tainan City, Miss Tsai Wang-chen. Mr. and Mrs. Zhu Jinsui, and the President of the Worldwide Lotus Light Charity Society, Master Chang Ren, and the Director of the Lotus Light Charity Society of Taiwan, Mr. Li Chunyang. From CTI TV Taiwan, producers for Gini Diansang Xinten, Ms. Rebecca Suyachi. And the producers for the Great Perfection Dharma Hevaja Exposition, Development Stages of Tantayana, Lamdre, and the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, Master Lien Yu. And the host, Master Lien Hai.
My sister, Lu Shengmei 女士。这个要感谢香港袁松明先生打灾10万元。
Mr. Yan Song-min from Hong Kong for his donation of 100,000 NT dollars.
林庆峰先生、林永熙小姐
and Mr. Lin Jin-fong and Miss Lin Yong-si for their donation of 100,000 NT dollars. And Mr. and Mrs. Lin Jian-chen, 100,000 NT dollars. And Huang Sao-kang and family, 100,000 NT dollars. Dharma Sister Cheng, 100,000 NT dollars. And Miss Liang Wei-xin, also 100,000 NT dollars. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? In Taiwanese, in Mandarin Chinese, in Cantonese. Greetings in Japanese, English. Thai, Korean. Indonesian, Malay.
Hola, amigo. Que quiero mucho.
Spanish, French.
少子，少子。
And Portuguese.
那么今天我们是做狮面空行母。
Today we perform Simhamukha's
曾
Dharma.
经传过曾经传过。那么它特别
And I have transmitted her Dharma before.
在藏密里面红教。
And in Nyingma, the red sect of Tibetan Tadayana, she is considered one of the three great protectors. And just now, all three protectors descended. One is called Sentongma, or this lion-faced Dakini, or Simhamukha. And Asongma is Egajati. And Rahula. They are the three greatest Dharma protectors of the Nyingma or the red sect. And prior to the Dharma teaching, let me say that tomorrow in Hsinchu, right?
杜母当中的白杜母
So the white Tara of the Tara families, she's also referred as the seven-eyed Buddha Mother, or the with seven eyes, one at the center, two eyes, and on one palm, and on the other palm, and on each soles there is one eye. So she's called the seven-eyed Buddha Mother. And white Tara primarily is for health. And second is to bestow wisdom upon sentient beings. And third, to bestow bright radiance upon sentient beings. And fourth is goodness. So the kind heartedness and goodness. So there are four kinds, four aspects of her. And the most important thing is about the health. Because if you're not healthy, then there's nothing to talk about. When my leg was sick with cellulitis, because the germs got in, my leg swelled. At that time, Dr. Zheng and the infectious disease doctor and the kidney or urinologist doctor and also the cardiologist, the heart doctor, and several other doctors diagnosed and treated me. And at first I was thinking that if I could not cure my leg, I will definitely retreat from the world. Because the worst case is I would have to amputate my legs. And once you amputate your legs, then I would become the Guai of the 8 sages. And coming to the Dharma throne, I would be holding on the crutch to get on the Dharma throne. And then in turning 180 or 360 degrees, it's impossible to revolve. Then I would just use my hand. it would be difficult to climb on the steps.
那你脚一截肢了，那就
Once your legs are amputated,
颞部就是死了。
there would be game over, which is dead. Or in Indonesian, like selamat, which is sounds like in Chinese, are you dead? You're not dead, but you would be handicapped. Then I would have decided to go into retreat, to retire. But fortunately, my legs recovered. Before I left Taiwan last year, it was receding because with the right treatment, which is the tiger sit antibiotics, that we controlled it. And Dr. Tsang was my disciple, or is my disciple, from a long time ago. When I was still living at the Yixing community or district in Taichung, he was still in medical college. He was still a student then, and he took refuge already. And how old is Fo Qing now? Now Fo Qing is 44 years old, and he carried her when she was little. At that time, Simu was busy. I was providing spiritual consultation, and he came by to help us and carried Fo Qing around. He was at the medical college then. And now he's the chief or the head of the Zhongshan Medical College. So, whenever you go to the Zhongshan Medical College and you say you are looking for the chief, all doctors and nurses would know, because at the Zhongshan Medical College Hospital, he's been there for a very long time, so he's become the big brother, because everybody else was after him. So it would be it would be right if you ask for him, then you would get some discount. If you recommend it by Sijun, by Grandmaster, then you would have some discount. So, for a human being, health is the most important. So tomorrow's ceremony, the White Tara, I would teach you something to use Buddha Dharma to treat your illnesses. The way of the Tathagata, to treat any parts of your body, a method, a way to treat, which is different from what they teach on White Tara. So I hope that all the disciples here would go and attend the ceremony, or better, to become the primary supplicants, or become the donor, or anything is fine. I just hope that everybody can attend, because health is the most important. Without health, that's nothing to talk about. Without health, there's nothing else. When a human being is sick, all you wish for is health, is recovery and be healthy. At that time, you will not ask for anything else. The only thing you ask for is to be healthy. So tomorrow, I would teach this method very clearly and in great details.
这是阿底峡尊者的传承。
And that's the lineage from Atisha,
尊者的传承。
the Guru Atisha's
另
lineage.
外跟大家介绍今天
And next, I
昨
would
天晚
like
上我们去看那个
to talk about last night. We went to watch the 幽人神谷.
去看那个。
Yeah.
那么幽人神谷，它是
The drummers from Taiwan, 50 of us. It's a kind of art, and combined with
有点禅，
Zen.
是一种禅。禅不是肚子饿的馋，
The Zen,
而是禅中的禅。
a homophone
禅
like
味，它主要有三
craving,
个
but
东西
not
配
that. It's actually Zen,
一个是打鼓，
or Tan, or Zen,
打鼓，
and also
一个是打拳，
drumming,
打拳，
and
一
also
个
some
还有
kind
一个
of
打棍。
Quan, which is like Tai Chi Quan,
昨天
and also the staff
这个
uh, martial arts.
打拳，
So with the like taiko or
这
drumming
个幽人神鼓的表演
and some martial arts,
是
and with the pole or
4
staff.
月21号跟22号
So
在高
幽人
雄
神
志
谷
德
or
堂
U Theater
高雄的人
on April 21st till 22nd in
这个是
Kaohsiung,
5月4号到
and
7号
May 4th till 7th,
5月6号、5月5号、5月7号，在
so
台北
4th, 5th,
国家
6th,
纪念
and 7th
国家纪念。
would be at the National Theater of Taipei.
那他这个昨天晚上我给他一个评语，
So
就是一静
yesterday
很安静。
evening, I summarized that with the
静就
quiescence
是阴，
movement,
动就是阳，
and the quiescence is yin and the movement is
一
yang.
阴一
So
阳，
with one quiescence and one movement, one yin and one yang, it would
然后
form
八卦以
8
后呢
trigrams or
到
Ba
圆
Gua.
满的时候，就
And
成为
when Ba
无极。
Gua is complete, then it
Ba Gua 就是
becomes
太极。
Wu Ji,
在进
and the
去
Ba
到
Gua
无
is
边
Tai
界的时候
Ji,
叫无极。
and when it goes to the
我给他的
extreme,
评语。
then it would become Wu Ji.
是非常好的。
So that's my review of it. That's
另外
extremely
莲妙上师呢，
excellent.
他有他的画展，在
And Master
4月
Lian Miao
21号
had the
到
painting
30号
exhibition
在
on
国父纪念
April
馆有莲妙上师的画展。
31st until
那其实幽
no
人神谷，
May 31st,
幽人神谷，它的背景的画，
April
全部也就
21st
是莲
until
妙
April
上师
30th.
本身的画，
And also for the drum
本身的画。
show, the U Theater, the background is all consists from
我还
Master
要介
Lian
绍
Miao's paintings.
我最近出版了一本书，就是血鬼。
And recently I published a book called Writing About the Ghost.
我希望大家每一个人都要看过这一本书。
And I hope that every single one of you would read this book.
希望大家能够看过这一本书。
I hope that every one of you would read
本
this
身
book.
的期望。
That's my hope.
那么印尼方面很少有中文书，但是也
And in
应该要有
Indonesia,
定这
they
个
don't have Chinese books,
血鬼。
but they at least should order this book writing about the ghost.
马来西亚当然也可以多
The Chinese books
多订一些
and
国外
Malaysia
的地
too
方都可以多
should
订一
order
些
more of these books.
什么原因要大家看呢？
And all other countries too.
因为
And
他
why
连这个图
do
灯
I
师
want
弟仁波切
everybody to read
他
this
也
book?
恐吓
Because she also threatened
图灯师
Tutan
弟
Siti
有没有被恐吓
Rinpoche.
过啊？那天
Was
他讲
Tutan Siti Rinpoche ever
他
threatened
讲
by
南
her
极国
too?
问他，
I
你
asked
有没有
him,
你去了这个
you went to
台湾
her
的道场，
spiritual center in Taiwan.
他都没有对你怎么样吗？
Didn't she do
这
anything
个
to
图灯
you?
师弟回答我，
And Tutan Siti replied,
有对我怎么样？
yes, she did.
我说他对你怎么样？
So what did she do to you?
还敢欺负你吗？不是，
Did
图
she
灯师弟
mistreat
跟他的药
you?
剂师爸爸，跟他的妈妈，
But
三个
Tutan
人到了
Siti
那个道场，
with his father, who's a
一进到
pharmacist, and
叉叉佛
his
那
mother, when they entered into
总
their
之啊，他就
temple,
拿一根香，赶快点2头香，
and she took a stick of
就是
incense
紧急
and
紧
lit
急召集
both
点
ends.
2头香，
And you know what that
这个香
means?
点的这个
That means
火
for urgent
跟
matter.
香枝啊，在点当中，这个叉叉还受了一点伤，为什么呢？那个被火
That
烫到，
That when
被
they
这个火烫
burned
到，点2头香的
the
时候被
two
火烫到，因为点
ends
这
of
边
the
放掉这边
incense stick,
就烫到了，
that
点2头香，
that axe
为了
was
图灯师弟，
burnt a little
他
bit
点
on the
2
skin.
头香。
So
我
for
问
the
图灯
sake
师
of
弟说
Tutan
什么原
Siti,
因他要点
she
2头香
lit
呢？
the two ends of the incense, and I asked Tutan Siti why.
2016年的7
Because
月，
she said that on July 2016,
你
right?
站起来，
Please stand up.
对不对？对。OK
Is it right? Yes.
2016年的7月，你
That
有特
In
别大的
July
灾
of
难，
2016, you would suffer from a great calamity.
所以他点2头香。
So that's why she burned the two ends
他
of
点
the
了2头
incense
香以后
stick.
跟你说什么？
What did she say after she lit the
7月
incense?
会有大灾难，我知道啊。
There would be calamity in July. Well, I knew that.
没事，你做 OK。
Okay. Please sit down.
7月会有大灾难，
That there would be great calamity in July.
结果这个洗药技师
The pharmacist
也没
she
有什么脸上面无表情，
showed no expression on
也
his
面无
face.
表情，
And Dharma Sister Lan also has no expression on her face, and Tutan Siti also has no expression on his face.
讲不下去。
So she
大灾难
didn't
就大灾
say
难吧，
more.
那么不然怎么
So
办？
that's the huge calamity.
他们就每一个坛城他都拜，
And then
回来。
they
当然
prayed
这
at
个
all the
男师姐
altars
跟
there,
图灯师弟
and then they
是
went
有
home.
睡眠的干扰，
And then Dharma Sister Lan
就
and
有了睡眠
Tutan
的干扰。
Siti
然后我
suffered
特别
from
到他家去
disturbances
把
in
他
their
家的
sleep.
干扰给他解除掉。
So later on, I went to their house especially to resolve their issues, their sleep
那是
issues.
去年的事情了，
That was from last year,
是过了7月，
July last year.
哦，
But they didn't suffer from anything.
无啥物代志哦，对，
Nothing
拢
happened,
无代
right?
志啊。
Nothing.
啊，你甲我讲有大灾难，无
But
啊。
you told him that he would suffer from
所以大家一定要
some
看血鬼。
disasters. That's why you have to read this book, writing about the ghost.
因为啊，每一到他那里，他会恐吓你的。
Because anyone going
你
to her
身上有
place
几个
would be
残
threatened.
生灵
Like you have some attached spirits on your body, and you have to bardo deliver each one of them. And if she said 5 there, or 50 or 100, and you have to register the names. And she could just create names. So what should you do? And she would say that you have to bardo deliver the attached spirits. And Grandmaster now has so many attached spirits, 5 million of them. How do you bardo deliver them all? Write down each one of their names. It would be shocking. 5 million of them. That would be a huge calamity for me. So you have to read this book. This is book number 258. So you need to understand there are 3 key ways. One is to threaten to get money. If you are terrified from her threats, then you would have to spend money on her. And second is to employ ghosts to harm people. Not only that, there's so many people who have been caught by the ghosts to replace them that I don't know how many have committed suicides due to hallucinations that they have because of the ghost. And third, making up stories about some supernatural things to trick and cheat people. Lots of made-up stories, like communicating or talking to the mosquitoes, to the flies and turtles and fish and crabs and elephants and parrots, chameleons, and dragons in the heavens are her disciples, and the snakes on earth are also her disciples. And even Grandmaster, she claimed, was her disciple. For sure. Many lives ago, I was Sariputra. I didn't recognize this disciple. What origin made her to become a disciple of Sakyamuni Buddha? That Sariputra, I am the Sariputra, could not but to deliver someone that immediately make that spirit to become a Buddha. But she could. So it's like she's my guru, because up till now, from Sariputra till now, I could not deliver anyone to become a Buddha. But many, like Master Lian-Sheng, was through the self-spiritual cultivation to become a Buddha. That we don't need to deliver them to become a Buddha, because they practice like the Lianhua Yiming master. Through the cremation, he generated a bag of sariras. In his 90s, when I saw him, I told him that you are definitely will become a Buddha. That once he's cremated, his whole body was filled with sarivas, a huge bag of it. And he had that attainment just through the root guru yoga. And he attained Buddhahood directly. Lian-Hua Yiming was a disciple in Montreal, Canada, a very elderly, venerable monk, Lian-Hua Yiming, that after his passing away, we entitled him to be a master. And then Master Liu Wenqing, he also cultivated spiritually and attained Buddhahood, and he also had sarivas in his body. And Mrs. Liu became the Mahasri Devi in Japan. Kamsahamnida is thank you in Korea. And in Japanese it's called Kami-sama, like God. In Japanese it's called Kami-sama. That's Mrs. Liu. And she was wearing a Japanese outfit, a divine outfit, and appeared for me to see. So she became the Mahasri Devi, Kami-sama in Japan. Did I say it right? Yes, Kami-sama. And there are many more masters, like Master Changzhi here. I saw on Master Changzhi's bag, and there are writings on it that said, "Be reborn into the Buddha land." He's our elder, so he could be reborn into the Buddha land. And all I say here is truthful. But what XX said is all made up. They're all false. You know, talking to animals, only when the animals are being attached by souls. Like my daughter-in-law is from Indonesia. When her father was during his funeral, there was a butterfly that perched on her shoulder. And she thought, oh, a butterfly, and she tried to chase it away, but the butterfly stayed. Just followed her until the end of the funeral, still staying there on her shoulder, because her father's spirit is attaching to this butterfly, so the butterfly could perch on her shoulder. So I can tell, because I can talk to her dad. When he just died, Fo Qi and Sunny were sleeping, and when Fo Qi woke up and opened his eyes, he saw between them her father, or his father-in-law, because her father loves Sunny most. So he stayed in their house all the time. And there were lots of ghosts, like a haunted house. So it's haunted, but by family member. So they couldn't sleep. They would fly. And Fochi didn't practice Buddha Dharma actually, but he could also chant Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Home and pointed. And he was flying toward him, and then by that, the ghost flew away. And then I visited their house. So that was his father-in-law, right? You called it father-in-law? So how would I call him? So I would be like catching the ghost. So I cleansed the energy and set the boundary. And I took a little bottle and that has his ash that Sunny brought home for memoir. So because he had no place else to go, so he returned to that ash vase. And I opened the lid and he flew in, and then I placed the lid and I recited several mantras. And he could not get out anymore. So you can come out with the certain rules, but you cannot come out of it if you still obsessed with this world. So I asked him to stay inside and to cultivate spiritually and to chant Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Home. So that's okay, because there is a spirit attached to the animal. But to talk to a butterfly, it's impossible. I don't know the language of a butterfly. I don't know how to talk to a fly. Unless there is a spirit attached to it, like the spirit of a ghost, or like a deceased person got attached to a fly and to talk to me, then I can talk to him. But it's impossible for me to talk to a fly per se. Mosquitoes, flies, spiders, turtles, they have no souls. And human beings have souls. There is some souls. Like the big animal, like elephant. Like if you offer bananas to it, then it would eat them. So, say like spiders have no souls, how can you talk to it? Unless a spirit is attached to it. But I consulted spiritually that excommunication with the animals are all made up, are all lies, are all.
大家了解这个事情，大家了解。当初这个西雅琪师姐认她的前世的爸爸的时候
，that Dharma sister Rebecca Shiaji, she was recognizing a crab as her dead from previous life, and the crab was dead already. And she told her to buy a crab. And she said, this is your dead from the past lives. And she kneeled down and cried. And she said, oh, not on that pier. But she cried when she got home. And the crab was dead already. And X said that there was Rebecca's dead from past life. and asked her to buy all the crabs, including her dad. And then she cried, and then asked all the monks and nuns to eat the crabs. And by eating the crabs, then her death would be salvaged.
所以我觉得啊，佛陀讲三世因果是对的，绝对正确，有三世因果。
So when the Buddha talked about the karma from the past, present, and future lives, that's correct. But Buddha also said that the past has passed, and the future has not happened, and the present can become the past too. So you need to treasure the present moment, and you should live for the moment, like in Zen Buddhism, like Sakyamuni Buddha said to you, don't think about your past. Don't worry about your past. Because of your past, you are become what you are now. And your future is due to whatever you're doing now. So that's why Buddha said, just focus on your present behavior and conduct, and treasure all of your actions now. Don't worry about the past and don't worry about the future. But the present actions and conduct and behavior is what you should worry about. Do they comply to the holy sages? If you comply, which is do all goods and avoid all evils and bads, then you are. So like what the Buddha said, don't worry about the past. What? The bottles is doing something supernatural? The past is past, and the future is not here yet. So don't talk about the karma of the past and the future. Karma exists, but you don't use it to threaten people, to get money from them. Then that's not right. And you say, oh, in order to help you, so let me do Homa for you, and just for you for how many million US dollars, then that's not right. You should just teach them to do the best they can now. Then you would be able to help your ancestors and to do practice and to chant mantra. Then that would be right. Because Sakyamuni Buddha too does not like to talk about past lives and future lives. Only the swindlers and the fraud people that likes to talk about it, to cheat people. So if you do the best you can for the moment, then you would be able to deliver your family members, your ancestors, your ama, your dad, your grandma. You know that the parrot was Master Lian-Zi's grandma. That parrot, she said, was Master Lian-Zi's grandma. So where's the parrot now?
Oh. 鹦鹉是附近人家养的，到最后还是人家的了。
And the parrot was someone's pet. So your grandma now is belonging to someone else.
这个也是不对的啦。
That's not right either.
三世因果是有的，但是不能用三世因果
So
来
karma of the past
这一点
lives
对
do exist, but you cannot use it to get money.
邪鬼这本书非常重要。
So this book, number 258, is very important.
没有那个
The title is
走到哪里
Vicious
都碰到
Ghost.
鬼的啦。走到哪里看到一个动物，马上就讲说，哎，这个动物是
So
你
that's not the
你的
case
谁
that wherever you go and you
这
see an
个
animal
动
and
物
you
是
say, oh, this is
鱼是鱼
some,
王是你的
this is
谁
yours
这个大象全
somebody
部
and
都是
that's
修
yours
行人
somebody.
这个
And elephants,
鹦
they're
鹉
all
是你阿公嘛是你阿
cultivators.
嬷啦，还是恁祖嘛？
Parrots, you
反
can
正
say
不
it's
晓得啦
grandma or grandpa or
一大堆
whoever,
乱七八糟的这些话
all that.
看看邪鬼，就可以抓出江湖事实。
So by reading this book, then you would be able to check. You would know whether someone is a
人手一
swindler
本呢，
or
很重要
charlatan
啊
or not.
这个读东西地以后，
It's very important.
我只要看到你面前有一只蚂蚁，说这蚂蚁是林州吗？
That Dutton City,
我就要敲
in
你
the
啊
future, if you
要敲你
ever
脑
say
袋
that this ant is your grandma, then I
不
would
可以这样子的。
knock on your head or your dad's head.
就算是附灵啊，灵附在这个动物的身上。
Even when a spirit is
有一次我
attached
在
to an
做超
animal,
度的时候啊，
like one time when I was performing Bardo deliverance,
他哥哥
Simu's
死了，我在做
big
超度的时
brother,
候，
when I was doing the Bardo
坛
deliverance
神面前
for
什么都没有，
her brother,
来了一只斗杯啊，
there was nothing on the altar,
那斗杯啊
and then
爬
there
爬
was
爬
a
爬爬
cricket? No,
师母看到斗杯啊，
what's
就
that?
好像要把它打死，对不？要把斗杯啊打死。
Like a kind
家
of
里来什么
insect
时候有斗杯啊？从来没有看过
in
斗杯
Taiwan,
啊。
and
怎么
Simu was about to kill it, and we haven't
斗
seen
杯啊
that
就是像
around.
蟋蟀一样的啦。
Yeah, it's like a cricket.
像
See,
蟋
I was
蟀
right.
我上经你行过，
Like a
行来我
cricket
头前，
And it climbed over.
那是师母的哥哥护灵。
And then I checked, and it was
我告诉你哦，
Simu's
我没有
big
敲你以前
brother
就已经很
spirit
好了
attaching to it. See, now I'm
我跟他
telling you, it's good that
哦
I
我知
didn't
道是
threaten
你
you
哥
for
哥
money,
本身来，
but I knew
他
that
没有
was
办
your
法
brother,
显现他的身体，他
and
附在
because he
斗杯
could
啊身
not
上
showing his appearance
真实的。
then, he attached to that little cricket.
让这个斗杯啊，给它放在这个自己的那个
So I
家
let
的后山，
this
家的
cricket
后山，那时候住在
and I
南
let
向
it
地
go
就是给它放
behind
在那个山，
at the hill behind the house. I was living at the Kanchai Ridge then.
他就会离开，表示说他有
So
他的
after
意思
Bardo deliverance, he
并
could
不是
leave.
要来，
That
他
he
有
just
我在
showed
超度
that
他
he
的时候
did
他有来
receive the Bardo deliverance, that he was there when I
跟你讲那么
performed the
多
Bardo deliverance.
这个是护灵的现象，
So that's the
才会有
sign
这种现象。
of the attachment of the
但是
spirit.
我绝对不会借这个东西来
But
给
I
人
will
家
not
敲诈
use it to get money from
那个给人
someone.
家敲诈的人是不对的。
So that's the difference. And besides, the stories told were all made up.
我超度也是免费的啊，超度你哥哥
So
也
the
是免
Bardo
费的。
deliverance for your brother was free of charge.
师尊给人家做超度怎么样的？没有开口跟人家要钱的啦。
Grandmaster never set a price for any Bardo deliverance, for
要供养一
anybody.
点也可以的。
So if you make a small offering, that's
这
fine
个才
too.
是正人君子嘛。
So then that would be a
16
true
万
gentleman,
16万美
a
金，
real.
你开玩笑嘛？
So for a Homa, especially for you, she asked for $160,000 US. Can you believe that? And then that person said, wow, that much? And she said, well, this is already really cheap because what you owe your karmic creditor is like 4 million. So it's already so cheap. You already save 3.84 million US dollars. So you save 3,840,000 US dollars by her helping you. So those lies, they're all made up. So I have to let it known to everybody because of such lies. And not only that, now he could not sleep at night afterwards. Master Lian-Ning, so did you hear what I just said? So how is he now? Can you talk on the microphone? He's much better. He dreamt of Grandmaster giving blessing to him. He lost sleep at night. And he could hear something. Because that thing, the ghost employed by her, was to harm that disciple in Indonesia. So he had some hallucination in hearing, and he was depressed and wanted to commit suicide, had thoughts of committing suicides, and with Grandmaster's blessings, now he's got better. So I was saving him. How about Master Lian Tong's dead? With Grandmaster's blessings, he's much better. So, completely well known. Then ask him to come again. He's dead. Always have thoughts of committing suicide. Huh? Sorry, couldn't hear. So this is just the tip of the icebergs. The tip of the icebergs. That I don't know how many who wanted to commit suicide or who already committed suicide. She's still employing ghosts to harm people until now. And she called the ghosts generals. But do generals harm people to commit suicide? Do they lose their mind to harm people so they lose their minds? They go mad? So many people have gone mad. Like my painting teacher, Dharma Sister Sophia, not only just mentally disturbed, she committed suicide. And my painting teacher, Zhu Mulan, has gone mad too. How can you reimburse for that? You can't even compensate for one person. How can you compensate for so many people? And you continue to employ ghosts. That's almost all for today. Oh my gosh. I haven't even started talking about Simhamukha. And not to mention Lamdre. I feel like the Simhamukha is on my body. Golden Mother had collected the heads of the ghost troops and all the ghosts. However, she continued to recruit new ghosts, including her monks and nuns that's still under her now. They continue to recruit new ghosts. And for this newly recruited ghost, I asked Simhamukha to collect their Tata Ekfu again. So all the new recruits were being caught today so that she would lose power. Because Simhamukha is a great Dharma protector. And let me tell you that she is Padmasambhava or Padma Kumara's Yidam, root guru and protector. So Padmasambhava, in his cultivation cave, prayed to Simhamukha because there were 500 heretics that were about to kill Guru Padmasambhava. And Guru Padmasambhava used Simhamukha's mantra to defeat the 500 heretics or the deviant people. So today, we pray to Simhamukha, the lion-faced Dakini, to please use your Dharma power to catch all the ghosts of the Tathapu. And Simhamukha's image is the sky blue, wearing the 5-skull crown and the face of a lion. Why a lion? Because lion is the king of animals. The lion king. So she's with the lion face, naked, and 50 skulls as a necklace. One face, 2 arms. The right hand is holding a curved knife, and the left hand is holding a skull cup, while the arm is holding a kachanka. Her right leg is bent, and left leg is extended, stamping on a corpse on top of a sun disk and moon disk on a lotus throne. So that's the look of the lion-faced Dakini. And the mudra is that both interlace the fingers inward and then extend the thumbs, middle fingers and the pinkies. The mantra.
Na sa ma la ya pe a ja sa ma la za sa da la sa ma la ya pe a ja sa ma la za sa da la sa ma la ya pe pe。这个配字就是止。我们碰到不好的念头，在密教里面，你有不好的念头产生。
In Chandrayana, if you have improper thought, then you would chant "pay."
把它去掉，把它去掉。你只要喊一声
To purge it by chanting loudly "pay." All the bad thoughts that appear on your mind would stop.
这是他本身的功德，他的功德很大的。
That's her merit. Her merit is truly great. You can check on it. and with her look, mantra, and mudra, then you can practice the deity yoga. Let me chant a piece of the sutra on Lamdre.
生脉脉质界甘露场之气之轮等
about the path of the warm accumulation and the path of experience accumulation. The explanation is as follows. The path of warm accumulation refers to the meditation in the worldly path that arises from three kinds of warmth in the preliminary practices, whether it arises from hallucinations, non-meditation, or appearances due to existing conclusion, clarity due to decisive conclusion, any kinds of merits from leaking transcendent powers. They are all weak and unstable. Although it has slight self-benefit, they are not generated through the development stages. And in the out-of-worldly realm, the path is called the path of turning the wheel. 以第四观之半地，场之气之轮，轮转不止。When all parts work well together, the wheel will endlessly turn. In the six grounds of the Vist empowerment, the incessant turn of the bodily channel allows the meditation of the dual execution of the empty realm of the present to arise spontaneously. In the worldly realm, in the meditation practice, the channels have to be straight. So you have to sit in the seven lotus position. And in order to have the channels to be straight, the central channel, and then the channel seats or channel characters. So on the channels, there are characters. So the channel seats are A-E-La Hom Kan. From the Om Pejatadufan Om A-E-La Hom Kan. So ambrosia are the fluids inside your body. Like the hormones inside the body. That's all the area ambrosia. And the concealed wisdom chi, which is the air that you breathe in. They do not run smoothly. Sometimes smooth, sometimes not. When it's not smooth, then you're sick. When it is smooth, then you're healthy. And because sometimes it runs smoothly, sometimes not, so you need to adjust it. Like the breathing that we do, the inhalation, exhalation. When it is smooth, then you're healthy. When it's not, when your breathing is not smooth, then you're sick. With the blood circulation, if it's smooth, then you're healthy. If it's not smooth, then there would be obstructions and you would be sick. And any parts that's painful, that means there's blockage. There would be inflammation. With inflammation, there would be pain. So in Tantrayana, the channels inside your body, which is like the wheel of your body, has to run smoothly, including the channels of the body, the channel seats, ambrosia or the fluids, and also the wisdom air or chi has to circulate. And if it circulates smoothly, then that's good. If it's not smooth, or sometimes smooth, sometimes not, then you need to adjust it. That's the first point. So you need to adjust or correct it. And the bliss also the same, has to be adjusted. All the bliss and emptiness have to be adjusted just right. Actually, all the bliss is emptiness, and all the emptiness is bliss. And between emptiness and bliss have to be adjusted just right. Likewise, the channels, chi and light drops. And in the out-of-worldly realm, the path is called the path of turning the wheel. Like the cart wheel, when all parts work well together, the wheel will endlessly turn. In the 6 grounds of the bliss empowerment, the incessant turn of the bodily channel allows the meditation of the dual execution. So the language here, it talks about the bliss empowerment, the secret empowerment, the wisdom empowerment, and the 4th level empowerment. They all have similar spiritual experiences, but they are different because it's getting deeper and deeper and more profound. That's the simple explanation on this. That's the path of turning the wheel. So any areas that's not smooth has to be corrected. Very simple. The air that we breathe in is called the convenient air, or qi. And the air or the qi that entered into the central channels is called the wisdom qi. So the wisdom qi is different from the ordinary qi, from the typical breathing. Typical people breathe to the throat and to the lungs. But for spiritual cultivators, we breathe all the way to the navel chakra, to the whole body, or even to the feet, and to the channels of all over the body. But if you can make it enter into the central channels and to all the channels, then it would be called the wisdom qi. But if it doesn't enter into the central channels, then it's called the convenient qi, just the typical breathing. And you need to be clear about the channels. And the most important one would be the central channel and the left and right key channel. And the wheels, the brow chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the navel chakra, the secret chakra, and at the topmost, the crown chakra, and at the base is the base chakra. That's how it is. So you need to understand about your own bodily channels and how to circulate it and how to practice the channels, qi and light drops. And I will explain it in the future when I have time. Let me share a joke. Xiaoming went to heavens and saw a lot of clocks and asked God, why are there so many clocks? And God said, each of the clocks represent everyone's wisdom. If the clock moves really fast, that shows that that person is stupid. And if it moves, the slower it moves, the smarter it gets. And then Xiaoming asked God, where's mine? At my bedroom. Why? And God replied, because I used it as a fan. So Xiaoming is really stupid. But in the past, the joke about Xiaoming is always showing Xiaoming's really smart. But today, turning it around, your body is like a clock. You have to turn really straight and really smoothly. It doesn't have to be fast. It can be slow. It has to move slowly, properly, and smoothly. Then you would be healthiest. The same with our breathing. In Tantrayana, the breathing has to be soft, slow, and long. So fine, slow, and long. Then you can enter into meditation through breathing. If you breathe too fast, then you can't enter into meditation. You cannot enter into meditation. If it's so fast like Xiaoming, then you're about to die. That's when you're about to die. When the breathing is really coarse and short, that's the closer you get to death. So you have to do it softly, finely, slowly, and long. Om Mani Padme Hum. Here we would like to offer our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for this precious Dharma teaching. We have several announcements. Tomorrow on April 16, Sunday at 2 p.m., His Holiness will be in Hsinchu, Taiwan. The White Tara ceremony organized by Fuyu Lei Tsang Temple. And that would include the repurification, empowerment, and also the longevity empowerment. And on the following Monday, which is on April 17th at 8 p.m., His Holiness will be at Xianghua Temple in Taichung for the Pratisara empowerment. And next Saturday, that would be Mahasri Devi Homa. Now we are requesting His Holiness to consecrate Buddha images and to bless all the Buddhist images, the Great Compassion Holy Water, and everybody. Now we'll be reciting the Dudguru mantra. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Xi Ho.
西以后。
恭请圣尊升法王座。
In a moment, there will be the empowerment for Simhamukha. And during the empowerment, please remember to visualize the deity, recite the mantra, and form the mudra. This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
恭请仁波切及上师团上法座，教授师请上座。恭请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛赐给与会大众狮面空行母不共大法及回遮咒灌顶。世尊今天的灌顶包含皈依灌顶，与会大众请手结狮面空行母手印，观想狮面空行母柱顶放光加持，唱诵狮面空行母心咒。
Baka Samalaya, Hey, Baka Samalata Satala 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 Samalaya, Hey, Baka Samarata Satara Samalaya Hey 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 萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿，巴卡萨玛拉扎萨达拉萨玛拉雅，嘿。
我们以热烈掌声感谢师尊赐给与会大众殊胜珍贵的灌顶。请大家面向坛城，做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切佛。嗡啊吽，观想跪地礼拜，天心善应，二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想跪地礼拜，天心善应，三拜护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想跪地礼拜，天心善应，四平等义起手。 迎施主请就位，钟鼓手请就位。弟子众等祈愿师尊佛体安康，长寿自在，也祈请师尊常驻台湾，大转法轮，广度众生。法会吉祥圆满，恭送根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛、师母莲香金刚上师、仁波切及上师团与会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵根本上师行咒，钟鼓齐鸣。
莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉。
阿弥陀佛。感谢来自世界各地的弘法人员、贵宾、同门、善信大德， 前来护持今天的狮面空行母护摩大法会，法会吉祥圆满。也感谢网络上的同门护持。今天的网络直播就到这里。台湾雷藏寺祝大家平安吉祥，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。